We're in conversation with Salil Parekh, the CEO of Infosys. So, this is the first time we're talking to you after your earnings last week, which was very well received. You've raised your guidance for the year. And you said while you're seeing signs of stability, things are not fully back. Where you are today, how do you see the macro environment shaping up?
So thanks, Chandra, and thanks for being on the campus. Uh, I think the way we see the macro is where there were a lot of changes in what are going on with all the different discussions and negotiations. Some of those we now see are already addressed, and many are in progress. So overall, while the economic growth outlook, if you look from when we were there in April to now, there were some changes. As this environment starts to become more understood, we will see more ability for companies to start to spend on large technology programs. Today, what we are seeing is a lot of focus on AI programs where we've got 300 agents that we are working with our clients with. A lot of interest in the fundamental blocks like cloud and data. There we have good strength. And then we are benefiting from consolidation decisions that clients are making. So we are seeing some of that come through. All of that giving us a way to increase our growth guidance.
Right. Salil, we are also talking to you days after TCS announced that they will be cutting their workforce by 2%, impacting 12,000 employees, which is perhaps one of the biggest job cuts we've seen in corporate history. Now, that has set off fears that, this is perhaps going to have a ripple effect on other companies. How would you respond to that as a large employer yourself?
So there, what we have seen is first, in the first quarter, we recruited over 17,000 new people to join Infosys. That's both lateral and at college level. For this financial year, we have a plan to recruit 20,000 college graduates. That plan remains the way it was as we came into this earnings cycle. We see that we have increased our growth guidance, and there we see demand. For example, we see demand for data, for cloud, for AI. If you look now at the industry groups, financial services had a strong growth, manufacturing had a strong growth, energy utilities, that grouping that we have, had a strong growth. The 5 large segments that we have by industry, all of them had growth. In Europe, as you look at a geography, we had a strong growth. So as we see the year, our plans continue as per what we had described. The growth guidance is 1% to 3%. So within that level, we are continuing our growth in terms of employees as well.
So are you ruling out layoffs at this point?
So there again, the focus for us is really the growth we have seen in terms of employee recruitment in the first quarter, and the 20,000 new college graduates that we will hire for this full financial year. So we see a continued focus on growth. We see a good level of utilization. We see college graduates coming, doing their training and getting deployed. We see a lot of reskilling into AI, and that's been our focus.
Right. NASSCOM, in fact, released a statement saying that they expect workforce rationalization to happen across the industry. Is that something that you anticipate?
So there, our view is quite similar. We see continued focus on recruitment. With the 20,000 new college graduates and the increase in the growth guidance, we will continue with that approach through the year. Now, the main ability for all of that work to happen is clients are working with us on AI. Some of these investments or decisions we've made some while ago, which is building out what we're doing in AI. We've had a real program to become AI first. More, as AI is developing, you need the building blocks of AI, which is data and cloud. Again, if you see on cloud, we launched Cobalt quite some while ago. On data, we have a lot of strength. So those are the things that we are focused on, and we are ready here with the growth guidance increase to continue with the recruitment.
Right. Overall, Salil, from an industry perspective, do you think there is too much of flab at the middle layers? Will that get impacted before we start seeing impact at the lower levels?
So there, I don't have a view on the industry. Again, with respect to Infosys, we have a very strong team. We have a good utilization level, a good recruitment approach, and that will continue.
Right. So you will be a net hirer going forward.
So there again, if you look, like end of the first quarter 12 months ago till today and end of the first quarter now, we are 8,000 more people approximately in terms of the size. Now, based on our growth guidance, we will continue to make that sort of a growth going on for the full year.
Right. On that note, thank you very much for talking to Moneycontrol. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.